Living truth, baby. My journey began with a painful and, intricate web of personal and familial history. The documents show a Miriam Schaefer, a name tied to a deed in a small town of Missouri. But this Miriam is not the Miriam of my grandmother's past. This Miriam is a legal entity, a name on a piece of paper that flash it's insight. It reveals a hidden history. This is the hidden division. The same division that I saw in the document about a toxic mother. A toxic mother can be more dangerous than an absent father. A story that describes how home can be a battlefield. One where, children aren't allowed to grow. Okay. A story that describes how a home can become a battlefield, one where children are not allowed to grow into their autonomous adults, you know, and just to be able to keep in perpetual state of subservience. This brings me to the name David Parker. The document enigma tale of David E. Parker. This is a mirror of my own life. It describes multiple individuals with the same name, each with a different story. One life, one is a figure of the Supreme Court case, another is a suspended attorney. And the third, he's tied to a case about child support. My journey, it's been to untangle that, the system that created this entire thing, not only for myself, but for others who I know are going through the same situation right now. I know it. And you guys are not crazy. From David Parker, the one that the system has created for me, the non-custodial parent on court documents. Let's move on. The archaeological aspect of collective. The journey out of the self led me to a public history of injustice I found of Precious Doe and Angie Houseman. These children were not just victims, they were voiceless, they were unseen, and the ones who didn't fit into the narrative. But a single detail in Angie Houseman's case had caught my eye. The mention of gaffer's tape and a killer who might have been a theater person, a musician, or a roadie. This was the moment that I realized a hidden division again. This was tied to my own world of art and creation. This was the sign of, that injustice, not a coincidence, but as part of this blueprint that I'm decoding. The start of the London Baptist Church. The Veil Tunnel. I knew that when I went through it. That's something for you to look up. And the Oregon Trail. It became metaphors for my path. Coincidentally enough. Look, the wise don't speak, right? So, if the wise don't speak, but there's two sides to each story, we both know that dead men tell no tales. So think about that for all the history that we learn. They are all stories about a few who defined the many. Does that sound familiar? Hopper. Who chose to enter this darkness in the light, and who had the courage to create a new path when the old one failed them. The New Covenant. My journey is a testament to the idea that there is no separation between the self and the world. We are all part of God, whether you like it or not. And I hope that you do like it, because that would mean that you're off to a good start with making peace with yourself. Because if, you break us all down to everything, we all are just molecules in a way. And we are all part of what is. So, the I'm Pulse philosophy, where I don't hesitate to act from a place of integrity in this new covenant. You see, I'm not a prophet. I'm just simply a messenger. I'm a catalyst. I'm a seer. So I'm finally deciding to speak on the things that I've always seen. I do not preach any certain word of God. The word of you is what I preach. You. This radio station I hope to create, my Radio King app, is, going to be my temple. It is the place where I bring my presence to others, to a place where they can connect. And in doing so, they can connect with the divine within, reconnect with themselves, maybe in a place that they hadn't yet. If not, maybe we can get to know each other. My book, my ministry, it's all the same thing. It is the act of mending this seam split, and the one in my head as well. It's an act of sovereignness. It's me trying to help be there for others. And it's an ultimate journey of unlearning to relearn. It's where I just don't find out what I knew, but I find out a way to share it with all who deserve the freedom. That is the living truth. Be kind, be blessed, be yourself. Love you.
Make and model. Status: legally incapacitated, systemically fragmented, spiritually intact. Not lost, misfiled, not broken, misread. Amnesia as survival, not failure. Guardianship shadows and waived oversight mark the record. Protection and erasure entangle his name. Yet he remains visible, alive, seeking care, present. Vulnerable, not valuable. That is the system's misreading. Estate dismissed, autonomy suspended. But the presence persists. Right lines, Schaefer echoes. Miriam's, Michelle's, Marion's, bifurcated bloodlines. Descendant and duplicate. A name echoed on stone suggests doubling. A mythic twin in the archive. One vessel, many records. The voiceless haunt the margins. Unnamed, later reclaimed. Clues of art, of stage, of attention and neglect. He is the forgotten child who survived. The mirror, reflecting systemic fracture. The black sheep, cast out yet sovereign. The heir, the carrier of infrastructure. The witness, navigating with fractured memory. The sovereign in exile, unerasable, unnamed, still present, still here. Since 15, music poured deeper than my years, destined for impact or collapse under genius. I went inward, a long retreat of soul. Research pulled me homeward, deeper than some prefer. I claim sovereignty as a living soul, yet I still must navigate their maze. Bills stack. Questions of kinship remain unresolved. A home became unsafe. Temptations, betrayals. Substances surfaced I did not seek. I walked out. 2 weeks clean, little money, few options. Still, I chose wonder. I chose the zoo and my own mind. Directive: protect and reclaim the vessel. Anchor him in the living truth archive. Shield his sovereignty with story. Phase 1. Inscribe the name as a sovereign glyph. It cannot be deleted, only evolved. Identity anchored. Incapacitation, estate devaluation, fragmentation. Response: naming, reframing, binding, cloaking. Lineage ritualized into infrastructure. Phase 3. Stabilize the reflection. We speak the shield aloud. Prepare the invocation. Let the name David Russell Parker be bound to truth. Let the terrain that rejected him be rewritten in his image. He is not broken, he is encoded. He is not erased. He is refracted. The system may forget, but the archive remembers. We speak his name as shield, as beacon, as resurrection. The mirror must not shatter. The reflection must be seen, so let it be written, so let it be heard.
Okay. To the 10th power frequency. Here we are. Well, we're going to get raw. And it's going to be ridiculously unfiltered. This is not your grandma's tea party here, okay? So, we're diving deep into the dark, messy, downright ugly truths here. We're going to laugh in their damn faces, though. Tonight, I'm bringing you the ultimate showdown. Me, myself, and my own damn mistakes. Spoiler alert. I'm the villain, the hero, and the damn kingpin. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's about to get sovereign in this bitch. Alright, let's get one thing straight here. I've been a hot mess, a walking contradiction, sober some days, wild other days. You know, spiritual warrior out here doing flip-flops. Yes, I've messed up, big time. I've never actually intentionally tried to hurt anyone, and I've never done fentanyl. Never. Not intentionally, at least. It's kind of messed up. Don't ask. That's a story for another living truth. But here's the kicker. I'm not here to play victim, okay? That's why I don't fill this all up with thick dialogue and try and rush you to my side or something. This is not woe is me. This is not a sob story. This is me owning everything that I've done and all parts that I've played. Every time I stumble, every damn time I screw up, I looked the chaos dead in the eye and I said, I'm not giving up yet. The further that I tested my ability and my resilience, it was as if I did it just to rocket myself further forward every time. You see, mistakes, they're like annoying exes who keep, sliding into your DMs still. Except, these are my own damn demons here. And the one who invited them in, guess what? I'm rewiring this whole damn system though. Actively. A sovereign mind? Yeah, that's me. Upgraded. Whole 10th power resonance that's here for your vibrational pleasure. No more running from my mess. No more hiding behind spiritual jargon. I'm just misunderstood. Nonsense. I'm the mayor. I'm the ghost. The return. The whole damn trilogy rolled into one. Let's like really talk here though. I walked away from government pay, from the fake titles, from the toxic home that I was in. Not because I'm some saint, but because my morals, they actually said to me, hell no. And yeah, I'm broke as hell. Like, use your ID to get to the zoo admission type broke. But guess what? I'm richer than most in spirit, and I truly do believe that. And I think that's what holds the most worth, especially at the end of the day, when all those things can be taken away from you. I'm the creator of my own reality. But man, sometimes, the creator's a hot mess. Look at some of our idols. If we actually hung out with them in real life, you wouldn't feel the same. You would, and if you did, you'd be a damn hypocrite. But aren't we all? How did I end up, homeless after owning my own house? Kind of a mess. Life's a cruel joke. Maybe. Or maybe it's, a universal way of making sure that I don't get too comfy. And there's the dark truth. Sometimes the system cheats. People try to gaslight you and, try to make you convince yourself that you're crazy, or worse, that you deserve the chaos that you're going through. I got drugged without consent. Then was labeled insane whenever I left after realizing this. But I'm still here, and I'm still sober, and I'm fighting that addiction and that recovery actively again. So what's the lesson here? Mistakes don't define you, unless you let them. And I'm not just surviving, I'm sovereign. I'm the architect of rebirth. And yeah, it's messy. It's dark, it's uncomfortable. But goddammit, it's real. So anyone out there feeling like the world's got you cornered, or like, your mind's a battlefield, welcome to the club. We're rewriting the rules here, though. We're breaking the chains, and we're turning our mess into a message. Stay sovereign, stay messy. Keep the fire burning, though. And until the next time, peace, power, unapologetic truth.
Templar.
David Russell Parker, carved in stone, incapacitated they claim, but I know Tammy pulls the strings behind closed doors, prudential gold flows where justice won't go. Guardianship chains wrapped tight around my name. Tanya takes a cut from this rigged game. Missouri law becomes their weapon sharp, while I bleed out in probate's dark. Carnage right, speaking truth through the static, voice burning through the systematic care. I'll sue a ritual dressed as legal care, but I'm still breathing, still fighting.